Have you ever felt trapped inside your own mind? Thoughts spinning, questions piling up, imagining every possible scenario before anything even happens. You replay conversations. You analyze every word, every tone, every pause. You think about what you should have said, what you could have done differently. And somehow, even the smallest decisions start to feel heavy. What to say, what to choose, what if you get it wrong? And the more you think, the harder it becomes to act. It's exhausting, isn't it? Being inside a mind that never seems to quiet down. But here's the truth. Most people don't tell you. You're not broken. You're not too much. You're not alone. There are millions of people who experience this same mental loop every single day. People who feel deeply, who notice details others miss, who try to make sense of everything before taking a step forward. And while that kind of mind can be powerful, it can also become a prison, because at some point thinking stops being helpful and starts holding you back. Today, we're diving into the psychology of people who think too much, why it happens, what your mind is actually trying to protect you from, how it slowly affects your emotions, your decisions, and even your relationships. And most importantly, how you can begin to take your power back. Because overthinking isn't just a habit, it's a pattern, a deeply wired response. And once you understand it, you can start to break free from it. By the end of this video, you won't just see your thoughts the same way again. You'll begin to understand them, the hidden patterns, the silent triggers, the reasons your mind keeps going, even when you want it to stop. And more importantly, you'll discover practical, real ways to quiet the noise, so you can finally feel clear, present, and in control again. Because your mind was never meant to be a cage, and today, you begin to unlock it. Thinking is normal. It's how we solve problems, plan, and navigate life. But overthinking, that's different. Overthinking is when your mind goes beyond problem-solving into endless loops. Replaying conversations, imagining worst-case scenarios, questioning your decisions long after they're made. It's not just a habit, it's a mental pattern, a way your brain tries to protect you from uncertainty. Psychologists call this rumination. It's when thoughts become repetitive and self-focused, keeping you stuck in the what-ifs and if only. And here's a subtle truth. People who think too much often care deeply. They feel things intensely, notice details others miss, and seek control in a world full of uncertainty. But that intensity can become a trap. Why do some people overthink while others seem calm? 1. Personality traits. High neuroticism and perfectionism often fuel overthinking. If you're highly conscientious, your brain constantly scans for mistakes and risks. 2. Cognitive patterns. Some brains are wired to analyze more deeply. They look for patterns, anticipate problems, and replay social interactions endlessly. 3. Emotional regulation. People who think too much often struggle to manage emotions. Thinking becomes a way to feel in control when feelings seem unpredictable. 4. Past experiences. Trauma, rejection, or unpredictable environments can teach the brain that careful thinking equals survival. Overthinking isn't a flaw. It's a survival mechanism, one that in modern life can backfire. Overthinking doesn't just stay in your head, it shows up in your life. 1. Decision fatigue. You delay choices, second-guess yourself, and avoid action. Small decisions feel monumental. 2. Anxiety and stress. Your brain treats imagined scenarios almost like reality, flooding your body with stress hormones. 3. Relationship strain. Constantly analyzing what people say or do can create tension. You might misread intentions or overreact to small cues. 4. Creativity and potential blocked. Ironically, thinking too much can prevent action. Ideas never leave your mind because you're trapped in planning, worrying, or perfecting before you start. Ask yourself, do you replay conversations over and over? Do you imagine worst-case scenarios constantly? Do you struggle to make decisions, even small ones? Do you feel mentally exhausted, even without physical activity? If you answered yes to most of these, your brain is stuck in overthinking mode. The first step toward change is awareness. Once you see the pattern, you can start breaking it. Here's the key. Overthinking is a habit, and habits can be changed. 1. Practice mindfulness. Pay attention to your thoughts without judgment. Notice the loop and gently redirect your focus to the present. 2. Set decision boundaries. Give yourself a time limit. Decide small things quickly. Stop letting your mind run free. 3. Journaling. Write your thoughts down. Once they're on paper, the brain feels less need to replay them. 4. Emotional expression. Talk, cry, or express yourself creatively. Suppressed emotions often fuel overthinking. 5. Focus on action over analysis. Overthinking thrives on indecision. Even imperfect action breaks the loop. Visual. Person taking a small step forward. Thought bubbles fading. Remember, change is gradual. Your brain is learning a new way of being. Overthinking isn't all bad. People who think deeply often have strong empathy, insightful problem-solving skills, creativity and originality, awareness of consequences others miss. The goal isn't to stop thinking. It's to think wisely, not endlessly. If you think too much, know this. Your mind is powerful, but it doesn't have to control you. Notice your patterns. Take small steps. Act, express, breathe. Overthinking is not weakness. It's intensity misdirected. And intensity, when guided, can become clarity, creativity, and even freedom. Ask yourself tonight, am I thinking to understand, or am I thinking to avoid feeling? Because there's a difference. One brings clarity, the other keeps you stuck in a loop, going nowhere. And the truth is, most people don't realize they're not actually searching for answers. They're trying to escape discomfort, avoid uncertainty, avoid emotion. But the moment you become honest about that, everything begins to shift. So tonight, don't try to solve everything. Just notice your thoughts, sit with them, and gently ask yourself that question again. Because your answer might reveal more than any explanation ever could. And if this spoke to you, if somewhere in this video you felt seen, understood, or even a little exposed, then don't stop here. Watch the next video on how to stop overthinking and start taking action. Because awareness is powerful, but action is what truly changes your life. And if you're someone who wants to understand your mind on a deeper level, not just surface advice, but real psychological insight, then subscribe. This is a space where we explore the hidden patterns behind your thoughts, your emotions, and your behavior. And now, I want to hear from you. Be honest. No overthinking. Do you think too much?